Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So today we're going to do another installment of men ignoring women in the workplace. And guys, this is a series where we talk about how in this post-M2 movement world, men are realizing that it's too risky to deal with women at work. It is too risky. All it takes is one, false report or whatever on you, and you're doomed. So guys are saying, look, I'm not going to mentor a woman. I'm not going to be alone with her in the office. I'm not going to travel on a work trip. No happy hours, no nothing. And then women are saying, oh, well, it's not fair that we don't get the attention that we want. Well, too bad. So guys, we're going to jump into this video here. But before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps to keep this channel going. So guys, let's just jump in this now. And this is from NBC News.
Listen to this. A side result, an unintended consequence of the Me Too movement has popped up. Male executives and managers, some are now saying they are afraid to work with,
at least she said some, right?
And mentor female colleagues in the workplace. So we're trying to find out, is it too hard to see the difference between mentoring and harassment? Joining me now to discuss, Tiffany DeFoo, founder and CEO of The Crew and author of Drop the Ball, and Shelley.
Drop the ball, achieving more by doing less. If that is not like the book that describes a woman more than anything else. Achieving more by doing less. Oh yeah, and Forward by Gloria Steinem. Oh yeah, guys. Oh man, you want this in your Kindle queue, right?
Shelley Zala, CEO of the Female Quotient. Tiffany, I turn to you first. So men who are making this argument, well, suddenly now I could be accused of harassment. I can't mentor women anymore. And we first heard this pop up from Wall Street. Bloomberg had an article. I took issue with it because I can't find any evidence where there was ever any extraordinary mentoring on Wall Street. We've never had a female CEO of a bank. So is this just an excuse?
So here's the thing. I want to talk to all the men out there who have this concern.
Uh-oh, guys, listen, listen, because she's talking to us, okay? Are you listening, guys? Are you listening?
I want to say that I feel empathy. I understand. You're concerned that you're walking on eggshells. You feel vulnerable in the workplace. You're concerned that your words or your behavior might be misinterpreted as being something other than who you are.
We don't know what the new rules of the road are.
Welcome to the world of being a woman.
Are you guys surprised that she would say that? Are you serious? So guys, she just said it straight up. You guys have quote unquote had your time, and now, now you guys have to suffer just like us. And that is the ultimate effeminist agenda. Is they believe that men have had it easy all these years when it's not true. They've had it easy, and men have been eating crap all these years, dying in wars, you know what I mean, being homeless, etc. So they want to take it out on us. This is not equality, right? This is a supremacist movement, and she just said it right there, guys.
Or a person of color, or a member of the LGBT community, or a person.
And it's funny that they don't realize that, quote unquote, people of color, there's men too. Like, I'm black. I'm a black man, but oh no, they put all of us men all together, so that whole argument falls apart.
With disabilities in the workplace. That is part of the experience, having to take a risk in showing up. You're concerned that you may be labeled as a creep because you compliment me on my beautiful dress. You know what? Sometimes I'm labeled as the B word because I smile too much. I think that we need to...
Wait, what? She gets called that for smiling too much? Who calls a woman a negative word for smiling too much?
Take this new experience that men are feeling in the workplace and actually channel it into...
Oh, guys, and just in case you didn't know, she means white men.
something really positive, which is why don't you work on creating a more inclusive culture and taking all of your frustration, directing it at the men who are making you look really bad, the bad apples, and not punish women in the workplace, because quite frankly, your whole enterprise is going to crumble if you don't figure out how to leverage and harness the ingenuity and creativity and talent of the women.
Shelley, take the other side of the coin with me.
So anyways, there's more finger nagging. You guys need to man up and take care of the other men that are this and that, instead of just basically telling us what to do. And guys, never ever ever listen to women when it comes to any type of professional advice. I said it, I'll say it again.
You and I are both women who have been mentored by men. We have spent our careers with men, having lots of close personal social relationships. And many, many times people have said, well, how did she get there? Why is he bringing her? So there's not no truth to it.
Listen, I think the biggest issue today is we're living in a climate of hypersensitivity, microsensitivity. Men are afraid to do and say the wrong thing in today's post-movement era, which is a big issue. And look at us, there's so few female leaders. Leaders are predominantly men, and we need leaders to be our mentors. And if leaders, which are predominantly men, are afraid to be with women alone, we have a big issue.
Look at that. What happens when men are too afraid to mentor women? Written by a woman. Oh man, that must be just, oh man, chock full of good info, guys.
We have a really big issue. 3.5 times more men say today that they will not go alone with a woman for dinner.
Good.
5 times more likely men not wanting to travel with women.
Good.
This is a big problem. When we first heard this from Mike Pence, we laughed at it. We said it was absurd. And now if we're actually hearing this from business people, I am worried.
Well, here's the thing. There's lots of ways that the current system, as it was not allowing opportunities for women, for people of color, for people in the workplace to advance, because oftentimes when you choose a mentor, you choose someone who's like yourself.
Notice how she did it. Again, guys, 4 women and 4 people of color, okay? Now, once again, that there's men that are, black, like I am, Hispanic or whatever, but isn't that crazy how they still clump all men together low key, right?
I think that this can present all kinds of opportunities for opening up the playing field to let more people get the kind of leadership development and exposure and insight and advice that they need. You don't have to have, if you're not going to have a dinner or a closed door meeting with a woman, how about you not have it with the young men either? How about you choose 3 or 4?
Guys. Oh man, this is why you don't ever listen to women, man.
4 or 5 up and coming people in your industry. How about you have a group lunch, right? Where you give your insight, you encourage them to then peer coach one another and form a crew so that they can support one another. I think there are all kinds of ways in which we really need to think about how we advance talent, how we support people, that opens up the playing field for everybody as opposed to being more exclusionary. We don't want to go in that direction.
In a formal sense, that will be fantastic. But it is also those informal connections that really make a huge difference in people's careers. And do we run the risk right now of losing that while the rules of engagement are so unclear?
Oh, those are gone. Those are gone already, guys. Drop in the comments. I know you guys have always been great about posting your stories in the comments. I appreciate that. But those are gone, guys. Don't ever have these informal connections with women in your workplace. You will get in trouble.
Well, I think that's why it's time to rewrite the rules. I think it's time
But who's going to rewrite them, and then who's going to tell us what they are? Because I don't know it.
I always, we always say it takes a village to raise a family. What is the 21st century today of a village? And I think it includes our companies. And that's what we have to really be thinking about, creating a culture of care, a culture of safety, a culture of security, a culture where we all belong, a culture we can thrive. We cannot go backwards. This is a trend that is a really scary trend, and the way to move forward is with positivity, proactive solutions for change, and getting all of us to own this responsibility.
No, the way to move forward is to reduce the risk for men. See, that's the thing that they're not understanding. They're acting like the risk that men are afraid of is not real. Until we feel like we aren't risking everything with every little conversation we have, we are not gonna, things aren't going to change.
And when you think about it, what's okay and not okay? There's a range of men from clueless to creepy to classy. You know, there's 3 categories, right?
And of course, they don't talk about what's okay. It's not the types of men, as each and every woman has her own boundaries, so you don't know. Right?
And I think in the post-movement era, we just need a new education of what's okay and not okay. And every generation has a different perspective. If you tell me I look nice, I'm going to say thank you. If we tell someone else they look nice, they might be offended. So before we call that bad behavior as bad behavior, let's first point out that it makes us uncomfortable. Give someone the benefit of the doubt.
The benefit of the doubt? What's that? I can't believe we have one person on this panel who's almost not a knucklehead, guys. She said give people the benefit of the doubt?
That they might not be aware of the fact that I'm not comfortable with that.
All right, we're out of time.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, the getting more by doing less woman has something more to say, right? But good that they cut her off.
Clueless, creepy, classy. We know that we need everyone to open their hearts, open their minds, open their doors, because we want to do better collectively together.
Hey there. And guys, that's just the thing. Once again, this is about the whole effeminist, womanist thing, right? Once again, it can't function without men. They have to appeal to us. Just think about how foolish this is. They alienated men, and then their little platform crumbled. So now they want to get men back so that they can continue to advance in a world and a workplace that we built. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. This is AJ. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here.